Hi, my name is Suna Miah. I was born in 1976, 2nd of December. I was born in Manchester. I've been in the East End for almost 45 years. I came here in 1977, just under a year after I was born in Manchester. My schooling life, from my nursery to my secondary school, life has been within the East End in Tower Hamlets. The East End then was very different. It isn't anything like what it is now. It wasn't so much multicultural. You mainly had sort of three ethnic groups. You had the some Jewish community left from before, then you had the white English community and the Bangladeshi community, which is the migrant community, which settled after the Jewish community left. So that's the sort of background I come from. There wasn't much harmony within the community. There was a lot of racial tension, a lot of discrimination. The development of the area was really poor. Housing was really bad. Schools were just about maintaining, and the area was underdeveloped and always classified as a poor area. Unemployment was quite high. Racism was to its height. You had the National Front, and then they became the British National Party after they politicized themselves. But it was the National Front, and there was a lot of racism towards the Bangladeshi community, and there's a lot of hostility within the area. So from what I can remember, the Brady Centre being a sports and a community centre. So I could go back towards the age of sort of 8 and 9. We used to come to the Brady Centre because it was a sports centre, not to come and train because it was for adults. They used to have an activity such as martial arts, so we used to come and watch martial art installation, and we used to come to the centre to local weddings and seminars and parties and some political meetings, as the centre used to host a lot of local community events, as they had a venue at the back of the sports centre. The centre back then when we were kids, some days it felt safe, depending what's happening at the centre. So, I mean, there'll be days where you'd come to the centre and it's full of non-Bengali attendees. So we used to feel intimidated, even though some weren't racist, some were nice people, but it was hard for us to compare each individual with the other individual. For us, as growing up, every white person is racist and hostile towards the Asian community or the Bengali community, as you said. So for us as kids, any person that is non-Asian used to intimidate us. So on days that you had more white person in the building, we wouldn't feel safe. But if there was an event and it was a mixture of community or Bangladeshi community, then you'd feel safe to come and see. Or some days when they have martial art installations, as I said, you used to have non-white people as well, sort of Asian and black communities. And even though some of the black communities were racist towards us because they had very similar culture with the white British counterparts. So it was understandable because we had a different culture, religion altogether and belief. So for them to fit in, it was easier. But some were nice. I wouldn't say everyone was racist, but it's just our perception as young children or young kids growing up. Now, as I said, if the right people are in the building, you're okay. If the right people are amongst you outside, you're okay. You could be in the wrong side of the street, you're not safe. Certain days you are. You could be somewhere where you feel safe on a certain day, but technically you're not, depending who's around you. So you have to be very careful where you go and who you conduct your affairs with within the area, because there was no such thing as a safe zone or no-go zone. It all depended who's around you and what day it is. Like, I'll give an example. On a Sunday, you wouldn't feel safe in majority of the sort of western side of Brick Lane, which is more towards Shoreditch, because there was a huge market there. And near the market was the actual one of the actual hubs of the National Front, where they used to use that area as canvassing and leafleting. So on a Sunday, you can't go there because they're there. But on a Monday, we used to walk through there to go to school. So it depended. depends on the day and the time and what's happening around you, really. The center existing as 25 years ago, when I was much younger, or even 30 years ago, it was helpful, it was good, because it facilitated the local community as well as the wider community. It was a hub where people could come and book the space and express their voice and their concerns, and it was somewhere where you could come and be part of certain activities. But as I said again, the center itself was a healthy space, but it's the attendees and people around. So the center is always facilitated for the local people. Up to now it does, and fast forward 30 years, now I'm here, I've been here 23 years, there's been a massive change. The center is still here, but the change has been like the center has become more diverse and more reaching to people who didn't have reach towards the center. So it's become a place where people can come and express their feelings, their ideas, their ideology, the background. It's open to all, from all kinds of people from all backgrounds, ability, non-ability, gender, sexual orientation, whatever you can call it. The center has become a massive an advertising point for everybody, regardless of where you come from. And it's started to recognize the diverse community, and it's given people a space where they can come and showcase the background, which is really good. So that's a huge transition, although the center has always been there for the people, but it hasn't had that type of reach, but now it has. It's a huge change, it's a huge contrast from what it was before. I believe this is the one and only unique building that the local government, local council has within Tower Hamlets that actually provides a very effective service. And there isn't another building within Tower Hamlets that has a space such as this. All age groups can come, there's something for everybody, private hire, you've got seminars, you've got arts installation, you've got music production, you've got a theatre where you can do drama, seminars, you've got a space where you can do cultural functions and weddings and whatever you want to do, the building can facilitate, because it is well equipped and has everything to provide for any type of events for anybody. My existing role in the centre is the technical premises officer. Basically means that I look after the well-being of the whole building, and plus I'm the only technical engineer who facilitates all the audio-visual equipment, the theatre lighting. One of my roles is I'm a theatre lighting designer. I work with drama groups and theatre groups, and I design lights, operate lights for them. I also do some script work with local theatre groups, facilitate them. And also, as I said, one of my main roles is to look after the building, that it's running efficiently and effectively for everyone, and it's a safe place for everyone to come.